Okay, Unit 2. The first topic in Unit 2 is um, Python's flow control tools and functions. Actually, these are the topics in Unit 2. The first one is flow control tools. Flow control. They are also called as control statements. You know something, there is a control. Control means when you run a program, it should start from somewhere and it should end at some place. So something is moving, no, from starting till ending. That is called as control. Okay. So how control flows in a normal program? So far, what all programs we are doing? How is the control flow? Sequential. Every statement will be executed one after the other. Suppose, depending on the condition, you want to execute one statement and skip the other statement. Then there is no sequential control. This is some kind of jumping. Okay, you are jumping from one to another. You don't print or do anything about that. For that, you use these flow control tools, which are decision making statements, looping statements, and jump statements. So flow control statements determine the order in which statements are executed in a program. How the statements are executed in a program? Normally, it is sequential. But when you don't want sequential, you can control. So there are three, Python provides three types: decision making, looping, jump. So far is clear? Now decision making. So don't you make decisions every day, so many decisions you. If you come to party, I will go, otherwise I will not go. Will you say this to your friend? We say, if you come to party is what? The condition. I will also go. That is what the statement. Otherwise, I'll not go. Otherwise is like a condition again. And then there is one statement. I will also not go. Same thing here also. You have if statement. The syntax is, so if a statement executes a block of code only when condition is true. If condition is true, first statement will be executed. Otherwise, else part will be executed. But without else also you can have just if. So when you talk about if statement, it executes a block of code only when a condition is true. The syntax is, student syntaxes are very important. Okay. If, condition, colon, and this is called as indentation. In other, and yeah, spaces. Have you learnt about other programming languages like C and Java? No? Okay. In C and Java, suppose there is a block of code, means logically related, coherent code. Then what do? You enclose in.
Open bracket and close bracket.
Yeah, that is called a curly braces.
Yes.
Braces, brace open, brace close. That is how in Java and C we do. But in Python, there are no braces. We have, in English, how do we write letter to? Then we leave some space. To the principal. Like that, how in English we follow the indentation? One tab we will give, no? When we write letter. Because when you said the features of Python, that it is very easy, syntax is easy to understand, easy to write. So the idea of Python is to have like English like statements. Because of that, there are no braces, rather you have this indentation.
First
spaces.
First logic.
Yeah.
Means second logic.
Yes. And one indentation means one tab. One tab means 4 spaces. So you need not.
Alignment.
Yeah, alignment is called as indentation in Python. So what do? Left align. From the left align, you move little bit forward. 4 spaces means one tab. This is another alignment. Again from here you can go to another alignment. So what does it shows? It shows that that particular block of code belong to that, the above whatever is the statement to that. So now when you look at this syntax, if, condition, colon, means what? If is a keyword, you are checking whether the following condition is true or false. If it is true, what you will do?
Execute
It's
the below row.
code. It's code. If code. How do you identify if code? You will say, no, this is my bag. Like that, it will have its own code. So how do you identify? Through indentation. Okay. So
Space is called indentation.
yeah, for space means tab. One tab. You have to press one tab. But nowadays in IDE, Jupyter and all, you need not press. It when you give colon and press enter, it automatically give one tab forward. By default it will give. So now we will check. Did you understand the syntax of if? There is one example. Colon is necessary to indicate that the statement is not ending here, rather it has its own body. That is like a body of if, a block of code belonging to if statement. Okay, block of code. So how do you distinguish a block of code? Using indentation. Okay, syntax is clear. Now, example. What is age? What is age? No. No. What is it? Very good. It is a variable. Which type of variable is it?
Numerical.
Integer variable. Integer variable. How do you know? There is no data type here. How do you know? Based on the value. So the value is 18, which is an integer value. So age is a variable which is assigned a value of 18, which is an integer value. And now here we check if age is greater or equal to 18, print eligible to vote. Okay, now we will run this code. Students, you type it. Don't copy and paste because this is the first time you are doing, no? Then you will understand. You type this code. Okay, you have to type. Then only you will learn. Okay, I will type. I am deleting it. Age is equal to 18. Okay. Enter. If screen is not visible.
Collab all. Automatically detecting it will be the answer.
Yeah. AI. Is my screen visible? Okay. 1 minute. Because of this.
No issue, ma'am.
No, I'll connect hotspot. No, you all have to see the screen. Then you will understand what I mean. Okay. Now you can see. Okay, so just now what did I say? Age is equals to 18. If age is greater or equal to 18 colon. Now I am pressing enter. Look at what happens. Did you observe the cursor? 4 space forward. Now, what did I say? Print win codes eligible to vote. And when I run this, I get eligible to vote. Now I change 18 to, let us say, 10. Okay, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen because,
We did not give an else state.
okay,
Condition is not matching.
condition is false. If a statement execute the following statement only when condition is true. Otherwise, it will not do anything. So now don't you think?
Print not equal to vote.
So that also we want. Have you given else part? Okay. So now I want to say that you are not eligible. I want to make a print. One statement I want to print. So what I have to do? I have to use else. Else colon print not eligible to vote. When I run, Now there are two conditions. For true, there is one print. For false, there is another print. Okay, this now if else statement. This is used when there are two possible outcomes. When there are two possible outcomes, you use else part. This one. What is, okay, can you do to find whether a number is odd or even? Come on, I'll give you 2 minutes, please. Write a Python program to find whether the number is odd or even.
By modular, we need to do divide by 2 or something. The remainder is 0. Then it is
What is the remainder operator?
mod. Mod. Mod.
Modulus, the percentile symbol. Okay? Yes, that is the logic. First take one variable, the sign somewhere. Yes. Modulus. Modulus 2. Modulus which one? Percentile symbol. What does it mean? Polar, enter. Print even number. Else odd number. If not, single input means assignment. Here we are checking. Oh, here we are checking.
Explain that.
Now change it to 9. Okay. You got it, sir? Sir, are you ready? No, mod operator, percentile. Okay, very good. Those who got, those who did not get, please try once again. Okay, suppose you have multiple conditions. Multiple conditions, then if, elif, else. If, else. So if one condition, elif and condition 2, one more elif you can have condition 3, one more you can have condition 4, then you can have else. Okay. So if means only one condition, else means what is happening? Two outcomes depending on the condition. For if there is only one outcome. For if else, two outcomes. If you want multiple outcomes, you have multiple if elif statements. So here you see for grade. Okay, you do. Elif, look at the syntax and you do. This is the syntax. If condition 1 statement, elif condition 2 statement, else statement. So now we will try to find the grade of a student. So if it is greater than 90, A. Greater than 90, greater than 80 and less than 90, B. Greater than 70, less than 80. Are you getting? Multiple conditions are there in this. Please try fast. Look at the syntax. By using this syntax you do. Okay, students, let us do this. Greater than or equal to 90, marks greater than 75. Greater or equal to 75. And marks less than 90. Here marks greater than 60. Are you able to understand? I am combining here using and marks less than 75. This is grade A. Okay, students. Now we will do we will learn one more function. Guys, we will learn one function now which is called as input function. Here what are we doing? We are changing the values to the variable, no? Instead of that we will take it from user. So what is that? Input. Input of so here and kya? Yeah, I am recording. I will share. So here you see input is a function. When you enter anything, when a user enters, it will be in the which data type? String data type. Because here we are working with numbers. So you have to convert string to numbers. So that's why we are using integer function. Using integer function, you are converting the marks to from string to int. So now let us look at this. I am running it. Enter your marks. So it is easy now. 10. 10 means grade C. 98. Grade A plus. No. Only output is directly in the.
Don't want any.
No, we will not get. I think JavaScript we will get. Yeah, guys, is this program clear? Okay, students, I am moving forward. Okay. Okay, students, shall I move forward? Okay, now that is all about decision making statements. If else, if else. Now we will look at loops. Looping statement. Looping statement means what?
Number of times.
Repeating. Looping is repeating. So for loop is used to iterate over a sequence. syntax. Look at the syntax of for loop. For variable in sequence. Here sequence means you can use list, tuple, string, or even there is one function which is called as a range. Range is a function that generates sequential values. So there are 4 things that you can put in this place. Colon, and here you have statements. Let us look at an example. Code. Okay. Students, tell me what is it? Here you have for. What is for? It is a keyword. What is I?
It's a variable.
I is a variable. What is in?
It will search in that particular system.
In is a membership operator. We saw membership operator in, not in.
Not in.
Membership operators. Membership means what? Whether that value belongs to this list or not, or sequence or not. A value, you check whether this value belongs to this list or not. For example, suppose in a Word document you want to search whether the Python word occurs or not in that document. Then you search it. So it will give how many times it occurs. Like that. In a Word document, what are you checking? Whether Python word is available or not. Here what are we checking? For I in, so first what we will do, we will assign I is equal to 1. Okay, I is equal to 1. This is another way of assigning multiple values to a variable. So first let me write and show you. So you see here, for I in, what is this? Can anyone tell me this? What is it? Yes, very good. It is a list. So either you can give the list here, or you can say lst is equal to, and then you can use for I in lst. Okay. So in this what will happen? First time, for the first time I is equal to 1. I is assigned the first value. Okay, whatever values are present in that document, you will assign to I. So I is equals to 1. First I is 1. So print I. Print I means what will be the output? 1. Then again it will go here to the top, means for loop. Why? Because there are more elements. Now I is assigned to 2. In the second cycle, yeah, it is repeating. No. First repetition I is assigned 1, it printed. Second cycle I is assigned 2, it is printed. In the third cycle I is assigned 3 and it is printed. Fourth cycle 4. Fifth cycle 5. Now there are no more elements. So what happens? It will come out of the loop. It will exit the loop. From here it exits the loop when there are no more elements. So let me run this. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose I want to print a multiplication table using for loop. How can I do? Okay, will anyone tell me? For which number? Suppose for number, I will take from user. For number, enter a value to print its table. Now because no need. Now what we have to say, n is equal to int of n, because we are using some number operations. For I in range is a function 1 to 11, because 10 is not included. No.
Last one.
Now colon print n into I. Okay, so let us run this. What mistake I made? Acha, here we should use comma, I think. Acha, first let me try here. Yeah, here we should use 1, comma 11. Print missing parenthesis. Parenthesis. Enter a value. If I want to print a table of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. Correct, no? This is a correct table. So table we have printed. If we want to say that 5 into 1 is equal to 5. That. So for that, F string you can use. F string. In F string what we will do? First n, I think we use this, n into I is equal to so here you see. So when you want, so far we saw print statement which is printing just whatever variable you are giving. Here what we are doing, not only variable, we are printing some additional characters. Asterisk is it a variable? It is not a variable. Here it is acting like a string. So this entire statement is called as a F string. You will start with F followed by the string within single quotes or double quotes, and braces you are using for variables. N is a variable, right? Is n variable?
Yes.
So here now I will explain to you. Yes, look at here, n is a variable. N value you are taking from user, converting it into integer form. Now I entered here 5. So n is equal to 5. For I in range 1, 11. So this is starting with 1 and ending up to 10 because 11 is not considered.
I.
Which way should be n here? For I. It should be n, you are saying.
ఐలో తీసుకుంటున్నాను కదా.
N is a variable whose n is a value whose multiplication table you are printing. So if you change n value, if you put n here, let us see.
Sir, is always start with
I will differ every time. 1, 2, 3 అట్లా మారుతుంది. అంటే రేంజ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, 1 to 11 లో అవి మారుతూ ఉంటుంది ప్రతిసారి కౌంటర్ 1 1 వేసుకొని.
I is like I is a counter. I is a counter. If I put n here, what happens? Let us see. In the previous example, I value was 10, no? So if we restart, we can restart. We can say runtime, restart session and run all. I'll just say restart session. When I restart the session, there is an error because because I is not defined.
First we need to give the input number, then only that only up to.
So you should have two values. One value whose multiplication table you are printing. Second, you should have a counter. 2 into 1 is equal to 2, you say no. 2 into 2 is equals to 2, you say no. So this second value is incrementing, no, 1 to 10. Generally, how children will learn the tables? There is one variable which will not change. One value will not change. Anything. It is a variable name. Because you said after for you want n. I put n after for.
Because it is not a.
Yeah, J. What is your name? Ajay. So I will give Ajay here. For Ajay in this one and n into Ajay. And here also it should be so same output we got, no? For the sequence. 1, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. So second number is changing, no? 1, 2, 3. 2 is same. 2 ones are 2. 2 twos are 4. 2 threes are 6. Like that we used to read when we were small. So this 1, 2, 3, 4 like that it is changing, no? That we are assigning to Ajay. Ajay is 1 to 10. N is what? Like 5 ones are 5. 5 twos are 10. This, what I am saying, 5 ones are 5, 1. That 1 is what? Ajay. What is 5? N.
We are assigning to Ajay.
Yes, 1 to 10. Yeah, instead of 5. You can give any name.
Last number it won't factor for the time.
Why you?
Last, it is not included. Upper limit is not included. That whatever value you give, because why it is not included? Because generally indexing starts at 0.
Because of that.
Because of that, it is deducting 1 at the upper limit. That n minus 1.
Last number we use in Python plus 1.
Yeah.
To get the last number.
To get the, if suppose the indexing you are using as is 1 from 1, then you have to give plus 1. That's why I said 11.
The one we are for this, we don't have to do any count.
Yeah. Yes, Ajay. F is called as F string. F string. Okay, I will explain to you F string. This F string is very, very important. Suppose, so look at the difference. Now what will happen? When I say print n into I, look at the difference. Acha, I is not there. Ajay. I can change. Okay, I can change. So first, when I put, look at here, in this first statement, the output of this statement is 5 into 1 is equal to 5. Whereas the second statement is giving just 5. So which one is more meaningful and more user friendly? This one is user friendly, no? Otherwise, how user will know that you are printing a table 5, 10? User will not get an idea. So F is called as a F string. It is by default, it is created in Python. It is called as F string, where you have F followed by the string. So you see, we have F followed by what is our string? N. What is N in braces? Variable. N is a variable. So what it will do? It will substitute the value of this variable. It will not print N, rather it will print the value of N. That is why it is printing 5, no? So from this statement, we are getting 5. Okay, students, again I am telling you, please understand. First understand, it is called as F string. It is predefined. It is predefined. Okay. So F followed by string. Did you find these codes after F? Do you have codes? Single codes. After F you have it, dear. Here and here. You have it. Okay. And then you have first as N. Then asterisk. Then here you have Ajay. Then you have equal to. Then you have N asterisk Ajay. You look at the beauty of this. This is within parenthesis. This is F and no, I will take another color. This is a string. This entire thing is what? A string. This is called as F string. Are you getting? In this string, what is there? First one is within braces N. Whatever you put in braces, it will not print N. Rather, it will print the value in N. What is the value in N? 5. So, it will print 5. And here, asterisk is there just like a string. A special symbol, nothing else. A symbol. So, same as it is, it will print asterisk. Same as it is. No change. Again, it is in braces. Because it is in braces, what it has to do? Ajay's value, not Ajay. So, what is Ajay's value for the first time? 1. So, 1 equal to, it is not within braces. So, it will be printed as it is equal to. And then here, what is this? Again, this is a expression. N into Ajay. See, here asterisk is what? Just a symbol. Yeah, string. What is asterisk here? Very good. Which operator? Multiplication operator. So what is N? N is 5. What is Ajay? 1. So what is the output? 1. 5. Did you understand F string? It is a predefined string. Yes. It is called as F string. Predefined. Always we use F. No, there you cannot change anything else. That is F only. That is not a variable. It is predefined. Okay, done. Can I move forward? So I am deleting all of this. And I am going back to this state word. Okay, for loop is clear. Next. Okay, students. Here what will be the output? Okay, you just observe here. We are using range. In range we have start, comma, stop, comma, step. Range of 5 means what will be the output?
Start also 0 1 2 3 4.
0, 1, 2, 3. This 5 is like a stop. Start will be 0. If you give only one value, that value will be considered as stop value. And what will be start by default? 0. So 0 and so it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the output. Next, this, what is the output here? Here. Here, what is the output?
So 1 starts from the 1 2
1, 2, 3. Why, dear? Why 2?
1 2 3 4 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the output. So 1 is start and 6 is stop. So it will be stop minus 1. Whatever stop. The step is like, suppose if you want increment, by default increment value is 1. So by default you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you want 1, 3, 5. So what you have to do? You have to give the step value as 2. Let me show you that. So I am adding here step 2. No, I'll do this. Copy, paste here. If even if you don't specify 1, by default it will be 1. So what is first print? Okay, here if we give end is equal to here comma end, by default print statement will give new line. If we don't want a new line after, so look at the output. Students, this is the output of first print, this print, and this is the output of this second print. What is the difference? When you have step as 1, it will be plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. When you have step as 2, 1 plus 2. Yeah, you are adding 2. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. Yeah, we can also put 3.
1, 11, 3, 4, 7
Yeah,
like that.
yes, we can.
4, 7, 10.
Yeah, we can definitely put like that. Let us see. So I have used one more new statement, which is end. By default, print will give new line. If you don't want new line, you have to say end is equal to this space. If you give one space, or you can also give commas. Here I will give comma. What? Variables? No, because here we are doing. So for 3, now we are working with 3. 1 to 11 to 3. So 1, 4, 7, 10. Okay. So 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. Do you understand this? Okay, next. For you can have else statement associated with for. So else block execute when the loop finishes normally. If loop finishes normally, else block is executed. You can have else with for loop also. Else we can have with if as well as with loops. But when else will execute? When loop completed successfully. If there is any error or anything, then else part will not be executed. So once everything is completed, else loop completed. Now while loop. While loop executes as long as the condition remains true. Syntax. Look at the syntax. While condition colon indented statements or indented block of code, or you can say indented block. These are all synonyms. You can use anything. So let us use indented block. So while condition colon indented block. So let us look at an example. Is this clear syntax? Is syntax clear? While condition colon. In condition, which operators we will use? For condition, what are they? What are they? In which category? No. 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 They are called as relational or comparison operators. Relational or comparison operators. Okay, let us run this. So I equal to 1, while I is less than or equal to 5, print I, and I plus is equal to 1. We saw this shorthand assignment notation. This is like I is equals to I plus 1. So now let us tell me, I want to print multiplication table using while loop. Tell me quickly. Multiplication table using while loop. Last time we did using for loop, no? Now we will do using while loop. Okay, we will copy and make the changes so that... No, I will copy all and I will say what are the changes. So now I am using here I
Why first we need to
use here while.
why?
While I, here we have to have condition I
Less than equal to
less than or equal to
10.
10.
So we are giving
We have
one
to
number.
assign, then we have to assign I is equals to 1. Then print n into I is equals to, yeah, and then no need of this print. Now let us run. What is this? Oh,
Increment is not coming.
increment not coming. So this is this is called as
Infinite loop.
infinite loop. So control C. Control C. Oh my God. This is infinite loop is very dangerous. It will not stop. Yeah, control C to terminate. Control C I did, but no, I think it is stopped. It has not stopped. Okay, okay. I think it has not stopped. Run a restart session. Okay. Now, here within while loop, we have to increment. I plus is equal to 1. Now when I run, so we got the correct output. Is this clear? When we use while loop, when we use for loop means, we use for loops mainly with the sequence. Sequence is what?
1, 2,
No. List a tuple string range. That is sequence data type. When we want to work with sequence data type, generally we use for loop, because there we have for in syntax only. What do we have? For I in sequence. That is the syntax. So for sequence, working with sequences, we use that. For working with any other conditional repetitive statement, we use while loop. Repetitive statement.
while works for function.
Yeah, it works for for loop as well, but there are some specific applications, and efficiency will be more when we use for loop with sequence, because it is built for that. But we can do anything with anything, with for or while. Both can perform all the operations. There is no distinction in operations. Okay, understand? Can I move forward? This is while loop. After while loop, we have while else block, same thing. Else block will execute when the while loop terminates normally. Here when I run, So everything worked fine. So it's else part is executed. Infinite loop. Just now we saw one infinite loop. So when if you give while true, true is always true. It will never become false. Then it is infinite loop. And when we don't increment also, it will be infinite loop. Break. Break means it terminates the statement or the loop. Break statement immediately terminates the loop. Here, let us look at an example. For I in range 1 to 11, when I becomes 6, break. So this I will write here, print. This is exited, or after for loop I will write, after for. When I run this, when I turn out to be 6, break, it will come out of the loop. And then what it is printing, this is after for loop. Up to 5 only it printed. 6 it has not printed. Why it has not printed 6? Because we have given jump statement break. Break is a statement that will terminate the loop. Is this clear? Continue statement will skip the current iteration and start from the beginning. Let us look at an example of continue statement. When I get 3, when I get the value of 3, continue. Continue means what? It will not print 3. Look at here, when it is 3, it will
Condition is coming. It means only the particular one.
only one iteration. It skips the rest of the loop and jumps to the header of the loop. This is the header of the loop.
Continue works like a skip.
Continue works like a skip. It skips and it. So what has it skipped in this example? It has skipped 3. Okay, done? Any doubt? Then pass. Pass is a statement that does nothing. It just acts like a placeholder. Continue is skip. Break means exit. Pass means do nothing. In this example, you see, for I in range of 5. Range of 5 means what? How many values? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 5 values. But there is nothing, no statement here.
We did
Just-
not given any print statement.
Yeah,
That's why it
that
is
we
not-
have given just pass. Means suppose there is a quiz competition, if you get a question, if you don't know the answer, what do? Pass. It goes to next. So first iteration pass, second iteration pass, all 5 iterations passed. Then last may print program completed. Yeah.
This is a generally real-time practical coding.
In real-time practical coding, suppose you are writing a code. You don't know the logic, but you want the function to be there for structural purpose. You create function or you create a
It
class.
creates like a dummy. Whenever you required, I can use it.
A dummy function, dummy class, but later on you can add the logic. Yes, we can do, but
In the code.
kill. Why we want to kill?
In the sense,
Suppose a small child is there who is learning Python. Teacher will tell, write 5 functions to implement arithmetic operators. Child does not know, but child is learning. So what child will do? Create one function for addition, pass. It does nothing. Another function for subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division. All 5 functions created. Now what child has to do? Understand what logic should go into add. Add the logic. Call the add. All 4 will not do anything. Just he has changed only for add. Rest all are there. Then he will add for subtract. Then he will call subtract also. Now two functions are working. You understand? But five are existing for understanding purpose, for structural correctness. You got it? That is pass. Okay, next a simple program for multiplication table. We already did. Now we will start very important topic, which is functions in Python. So a function is a named block of code. So far we have seen block of codes. Where? Tell me. If after if whatever is there, that is called as a block of code. And where we saw block of code? After while, after for, after elif, after else, all these are what? Block of codes. Now what we will do, we will give a name to the block of code. That is a function. If you have 5 statements, okay, what you do, you want to give the name to that block of code, and then you will call that n number of times for a particular program. Function, one function,
We can call whenever it is.
whenever, and how many ever time we want we can call. That is called a function. The main purpose of function is reusability. You need not write the code again and again. Write once, call it. Yeah, like my macros, something which is reused. Like our in real world example, land. Grandfather to father to son. Land is same, but it is getting inherited, reused. So same thing, same function. One function is there. You can call it n number of times. Okay, so function help in reducing code repetition, improving readability, making programs easier to maintain. So look at the syntax. Function will have def, function name, parameters, statements, return value. Def is a keyword. Okay. After def, what do you have? Function name. And within function, so far we have seen some functions. What are they? No functions. Print. After print, you have parentheses and you have some parameters. Same thing, that is built in. Here this is user defined. That print function, int function, length function, those are all inbuilt, predefined. Now you can also define your own function using this parentheses and parameters. Parameters may be there, may not be there also. Okay. Def is a keyword. Definition means you are defining a function. Def means I am defining a function with the name that follows def. Def is followed by one name. What is that? Function name. Yeah, my function. So let us look at an example. This add function. So look at here. First I am creating a function. Okay, I will create a function first in front of you, then we will run this. Students, def is a keyword. Followed by, suppose if I want, just now we did multiplication, no? Multiplication table, MUL table. And it will take one parameter n. What logic you should have in this? Here we have the logic, we will copy it. This logic, this is the logic. So I am putting this logic in this function. Mul table means multiplication table. And what I will do now? That function is over. Okay. So here I will write. Where did I go? Here. One comment I will write. User defined function for printing multiplication table. Okay. Now this is our main program. Function ends here. Wherever indentation ends, function ends. This while should also be here. Everything should be within function. So this is within function now. Indentation. In main program now we have to call function. Before calling function, let us say n equal to int of input of enter a value to print table. Now I am calling the function. This is called as function call. Multable n. So now when I run, if I give 5, now I will run. I need not write this code again. I will call this function. Yeah, let us say instead of I am not taking from user, I am creating here variables. T1 is equals to 2. So I am passing here T1. Then I am saying T2 is equals to 2. Then I am calling here T2. T3 is equals to 3. And I will call MULTABLE T3. So you see, same code we are calling for 3 times to print. First we have the multiplication table of 2. Why it is coming? Oh, okay. 2, 3, 4. So 2, now this 3, we can give print statement also. Here I will say print multiplication table of 2. Similarly, here I will say print multiplication table of 3.
You can type that after this one. You can copy that and mention as instead of 2, you can mention T1. So you don't have to type it.
Yeah, so we will make it f string multiplication table of T1. Here, okay, then we have to write this after defining T1. And here this one, this
You can write print function and also using that comma, and we can use that contact.
yeah, but that is actually not the correct habit. That's why I am not teaching that. So this you have to use f string only. So this one, do you understand this one? What I am doing? Are you getting multiplication table of 2? Multiplication table of 3, multiplication table of 4. So if you observe here, same function we are calling for 3 times. Def. Any doubts, students, so far? Is this clear? Now a simple function, you see here, def add a comma b. You have to pass 2 values here and it will return a plus b. So return is a statement that will give back the value to the caller. So till here, from here till here it is a function. And you see indentation change now again. It is now towards the left. So what is that? That is main program. That is called as main program or the caller. So here we are calling the function. Which function are we calling? Add. So let us run this.
For a def it is going to index, whereas according to both parties.
No, it is not going to indents. This is one indent only. Maybe while copying it has come. Only one indent. Here you see one indent. Huh? Can we? Written is what? I will tell you. Here, please try to understand. Def means it is a keyword which indicate that whatever is after def is a function. So add is what now? Function. And how many parameters it is taking? 2. A comma B. Colon. Now what it is doing? It is just it is saying return A plus B. Okay, it is saying return A plus B. This completes our function. This function is completed. Now we are in main function. You see alignment, same alignment, means this def alignment. I am calling result is equal to, because it is returning something, no? What it is returning? A plus B. If I say give me your pen, okay, suppose what is your name? Madhu. So suppose I say Madhu, what is Madhu here? Function. I am main function, Madhu is a normal user defined function. I am saying Madhu, give me your pen. So Madhu will give my pen. Give Madhu one pen. So I need something to hold. So he is returning something to me. I should store in some place, no? So here I am using hand. Here I am using a variable called result. Function is returning what? The value of A plus B. When it is written. So function can return, cannot. So I can say that sometimes I say use your pen and write in your notebook. If I say that, there is no return. The function is doing some task, but there is no return. When I say no, once you do something and give me, then what is it? Returning. When I am returning, I should store some place. That is what? Variable result. So when it is returning the value of A plus B, that I am storing in result by saying add of 10 comma 20. So what is 10? 10 is A. Okay. What is 20? This is like assigning 10 and this is like A is equals to 10, B is equals to 20. Students, A is 10, B is 20. And then 10 plus 20 it is returning and not printing. When it is returning, you have to take in one variable. We are taking in variable result. And then we are saying print result. Understand? Return statement, understand? Okay. So there are some standard mathematical functions which are built in, like math.sqrt, square root. Math is what? Math is a module. It is called as a module. Module, like those who know C language, hash include stdio.h, you say no? What is that? Header file. Here header file is called as a module. Library, same meaning. Library, API, package, module, header file, all these are same. So you have math.sqrt, math.pov, math.factorial, but you have to import them. Let us, students, one more new thing we are learning here. We are learning import statement. We are learning import statement. What is import? Import is a keyword. In math. What is math? Math is also a Python file. In that all functions are defined. I want to call math and use all the functions. For that purpose, I have to say import. What I am doing, I am importing math. When I am importing math, I can call the functions. Square root, power, factorial, seal, floor. So here you can see square root 25, square root 5. 2 power 3 is 8. Factorial of 5 is 120. 3.2 seal is 4. 3.8 floor is 3. Mathematical operations. So you see, students, these are all functions. These are all functions. Import is a keyword. Math is a module. देखो floor means ये floor down value. Seal means this roof is called as ceiling. No, this is called as ceiling. Seal means upper value. Floor means lower value. So 3.4, what is after 3.4 the upper value? 4. 3.8, what is the before 3.8? It is 3. Yeah. Seal round, yeah, it round off to the higher value. Seal means it round off to higher value. See, when we are paying something, suppose DMart, if you got the bill of 100 rupees 19 paise, then they will take 101 rupee, rounding off to higher. Okay, but if we have to collect, then somebody will say take 100 only, then we will take 100. That is a floor. Seal, floor. If you are taking only 100 rupees, sometimes auto person also what they will say, if it is 101, oh, okay madam, don't give 1 rupee, somebody will say. So what is that? That is floor. Somebody will say for 1 rupee, he will say give me 10 rupees. What madam, 9 rupees? What is 9 rupees? Give me 9 rupees extra, he will say. Then we have to pay 110. That is floor. Seal. Understand? Seal, floor, mathematical functions.
Factorial final into 5 times.
Yeah, no, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Factorial. So there are some time functions also. Import time, the time, this is the time in seconds from 1970. This is the C time. C time means character time. Sunday, July 12, 6/18/2026. See, it is not 6/18, maybe it is American time. Some IST and time this that will be there, no? So it might be take. Okay, students, next. There are some random functions that generate random values. So random function will generate random values. So if you want a random integer between 1 to 10, so it is giving 7. Between the range 1 to 10, if you want one random number, it is giving 7. So any number randomly it will give.
It cannot put in the to 7.
Yes.
We will not import the random module, we cannot get the.
Next time we are getting 2. So suppose if I don't know the name of a person, how will I call the person? So if you don't import, so now I am putting it, look at that, I am making comment. Okay, now our program will not understand what is random, what is random. So now when we run, oh, it is importing by default. So Python is very good actually. Sometimes this type of errors which we get in C and Java, we will not get in Python. That's why it is very easy, user friendly. Even though I have commented that no, it will not. So I have deleted. Even then it is working. Now suppose if I delete this random, then it will not work. Now it will not work. So it is without importing also, if you are specifying the name of the module, it is working, but without module name, it is not working. Yeah, it is inbuilt. No, it is inbuilt means these are the modules that are predefined. We can also define modules. OS, math, random, time. These are important predefined or inbuilt modules. Okay, next, why do we write our own functions? For code reusability, better organization, easier debugging and all. And function, docstring. Next important statement is, important topic is docstring. Docstring is used to give the documentation to the function, for the function. So if you see here, what is a docstring? After def, after def you have this triple quoted string. Is it triple quoted? Is it triple quoted or not? It is triple quoted. So a triple quoted string that will act like a documentation for the function. And you can call that documentation using add dot and double underscore doc double underscore. When I run, what will be the output? It's documentation. What is the output? Return sum of two numbers. This is called as docstring. And then return means it sends a value back to the calling function. Return will give send back the value to the calling function. And this is the most important topic. Types of parameter passing in Python functions. Please understand, this is the last topic and most important topic. So you can pass the parameters to functions in various ways. First one is positional arguments. What do you mean by positional arguments? Depending on the position, the value will be assigned. Yeah, in sequence, correct. So if I say add a comma b colon, here it is print statement. When I call add, I say 10 comma 20. 10 is assigned to a. Why? Because a is first. 10 is first position. First assigned. 20 is second, b is second. So this is called as positional arguments. Suppose you don't want to follow the same order. No, we will run this. All this we will run. These are positional. This is for positional. Okay, 10 is assigned to a. Here, look at here, it is not returning, rather it is printing. Okay, you can return or you can even print. Then you have keyword arguments. Let us look at here. Now, in this, suppose if I give P, G, R, R, C, D, E. Def student name comma age. Okay. I want to pass age first, name second. Then what I have to do? I have to use the names of the parameters. So they are called as keyword parameters, keyword arguments. So you look at here, age is equals to 20.
Drop is equal to
Because, yeah,
age.
sequence is changing, no? Still it is working fine. Why? Because we are using key value pair. What is key value pair? Parameter name is equal to value. In previous example, we were not giving parameter name. We were just giving the values. So it will assign based on the position.
10, 20.
If A is 10, B is 20. But if I say B is equals to 10, A is equals to 20, then what I am doing? I am not only sending the values based on the position, rather I am also specifying which parameter, which value should be assigned? By specifying the name of the parameter. Yes, so same thing we are doing here. So here also, say this example also I can do. In this, if I say B is equals to 10 and A is equals to 20, and if I say here print A F string value of A is A, then I will say print value of B is B. Same thing I will add here also. Here also I will add. Look at here. Value of A is what? 10. Based on what? Position. A is first, 10 is first. Now what I am doing? I don't want to follow position. Rather, I want to specify the value based on the names of the parameters. So what I am doing here? I am specifying the. So now the value of A is 20, B is 10. Because I said, yeah, I am defining the variable name and the value in the function call. Is it clear? Next, so same thing we are doing here also. Then there are no way. So you see, if we have suppose 5 parameters, if we pass 5 values, by default first value will be assigned to the first parameter. When you want to change the ordering, then you have to go for these what is this called as keyword based arguments. You give name and value, but without that how can you do, you tell me? There is no other way, no? So that different ways we are learning. By default it is positions only. First one is keyword based, second one is this is PGRRCDE. So here this is called as default value. What do you mean by default value? So same with this only we will do. I will give A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. No, A is equal to 40, B is equal to 50. Okay, students, now I am calling the function with B equal to 10, A equal to 20. So in the function header, we are defining some values. They are called as default values. If you miss the values, the default values will be considered. Like just now, yeah, just now random, when we are not importing random also it is considering based on the value because of it is built in. Similar to that, this is default. So I will do one thing. 3 ways I will call. First one is positional arguments. I'll say add 10, 20. This is what? Positional. Then second one is keyword. Now third one is default. So when we are calling 10, 20, now A value is overwritten. Now A is no more 40. It become 10. Because default values are used only when you don't pass any parameter. Here you are passing the parameter. So default value will not be considered. In the second case, we are using this keyword based parameters. In the third case, what are we doing? No, no parameter. We are not passing any parameter.
Shiny.
We are not. So what we are using? We are defining the
That is.
default values. Default values we are using. So if you observe here, output, you just see the output. Did you understand the output? In the first, for the first, A is 10, B is 20. For the second, A is 20, B is 10. For the third, A is 40, B is 40. That please call them as default values. Defined it at the time of function definition. That is, they are called as default values. Okay, now here one more example. Actually here, without parameter, when you are calling, it is taking the default name student. Second, we are calling with parameter, so it is taking the parameter value. Then we have variable length arguments. Variable length arguments means what? What do you mean by variable length arguments? When we don't know how many values we have to pass, we can use a variable length. So suppose here only I will continue. No. Yes. So if you want to perform addition, okay, and you don't know how many numbers you want to pass, you have to use asterisk numbers. That is called as variable number of arguments. Asterisk number means what? Variable number. Earlier we said A comma B. Means we fixed it to 2. We fixed it to 2. But now we don't want to fix to 2. We want to use 3, 4, 5. So we have to use these asterisk numbers, and total equal to sum of numbers. Sum is a function. Print sum of total, and then when we are calling addition with 2 parameters, it will work. 5 it will work. 10 also it will work. Let us run. So for the first sum is 30, for the second sum is 15. This is called as variable length parameters. And last one is keyword variable length arguments. These are called as args. Asterisk args. These are called as double asterisk quarks. So this allows allow passing a variable name of keyword argument. Store them in a dictionary. So let us look at this. And so here we have def student star details for key comma value in details dot items. Key value dictionary. In dictionary you have key value, no? So these are predefined. Key and value are predefined. And what is this? This is a function, items. Items is a function, predefined function. Details dot item, key and value. So you will get name is equal to, so here you see key, value. Any doubt in this? Key value, this is key value pair. These combinations we already saw. Python uses call by object reference, means call by sharing. For immutable, it is the changes inside the function do not affect the original variables. For immutable. For mutable, which is list, dictionary, set. Suppose if you send a integer inside the function, if you modify, outside the function the modification will not be visible. That is called as immutable objects or parameters. If you send list, dictionary or set, in the function you can modify. If you modify outside function also, modification will be reflected. This is called as scope of the variable. Scope means what? Where it is visible. So local variables scope is within the block. Let us look at an example. This is example with immutable. So you are sending A, x is equals to A. What will be the output? Please tell me, students, what will be the output of this? Yes, what is the output of this and what is the output of this? This is 30-20. Why? Yes, very good. Outside? Yes, this is immutable. A, even though you are sending A value, but outside you are not changing, as she said correctly. So this is 30-20. What is this? What is the
160 plus 1.
what is the output?
Hundred plus 60. It will become 100,060.
So list when, yeah, are you getting? Append means adding a number at the end to the list. So what is numbers? Numbers is a list. It has how many elements? 3 elements. 10, 20, 30. When I print numbers, we will get 10, 20, 30. When I call modify, it will come here. And when I am printing list, what will be 10, 20, 30? Now I am appending. So it will be 10, 20, 30, 100. Why 160? You are not adding, no?
Okay. Got it.
Only just your 100. And then outside also, outside when I print numbers, it will be 10, 20, 30, 100. Outside also, because see, this is this first print. I will write here first to print. Okay, this is first print. This is second print. Means this is outside second. Outside function. This also I should give here. And then this is first print inside function. And we'll print LST. Students, please try to understand. This is very important question. If you don't understand, please ask. Inside function, and here it is list. So what do you understand? What do you understand from this?
Straight away just explain what is the value of the list. Here list is defined as 10, 25. Yes, your first one.
Same. Even inside.
Correct. List, you see list, when you are creating a list outside the function and you are manipulating inside the function, outside the function also manipulation is visible. What manipulation you did? You have appended 100. So outside also it is visible because this is a mutable parameter.
Changeable.
Changeable. Just now you wrote, no? Immutable, mutable to a function, parameters. Normal data types, int, number, float, those are immutable parameters. Whereas list, dictionary, set are mutable parameters. Means if function changes, outside also change is visible. Okay, then what else? Recursive function. What do you mean by recursive function? Recursive function means a function calling itself is a recursive function. You see here, this is factorial function I am doing. In this function, def factorial n, if n equal to 0 return 1, else return n into factorial n minus. Inside factorial we are calling factorial. This is called as recursive function. Inside factorial we are calling factorial. Calling itself is a recursive function. Then outside when you call with 5, what will be the output? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Last when n becomes 0, it returns 1. So after it returns 1, that 1 is added to 2 into 1 into fact of 0. Yeah, 1 into fact of 0 is 1. 1 into 1. Then 2 into 1. Then 3 into 2. Then 4 into 6. Then 5 into 24. Yes. Recursive function will be, so here we are calling 5, n is equal to 5. So here it is 5 into factorial of n minus 1 means 4. Again it will be 4 into, this is 3. Then again 3 into 2. This is 2 into 1. This is 1 into 0. When we say 0, it will return 1. So the value of this is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So factorial of 1 is 1. 2 into 1 is 2. Factorial of 2 is 2. 3 into 2 is 6. Factorial of 3 is 6. So 4 into 6 is 24. Factorial of 4 is 24. 5 into 24 is equal to 20. 0. Carry 5 to the 10. 120. This is how factorial or recursive program executes. Is it fine? Oh, thank God, successfully we completed unit 2.